Oh boy, it has been another one of them days. Oof. All right. I am actually just on the edge of feeling ill today, so it's possible I might duck out, but it's kind of maybe not bad at the moment, so we'll do what we can. Anyway, we were going to play some of that Ace Attorney Dual Destinies, so let's get that up on the board here. uh, oof. All right. Health warning. Sensitivity warning. Capcom warning. Autosave warning. Alright, we're in the Monstrous Turnabout. Just about to start day 2 of investigation. Oh boy. April 18, 1:20 p.m. Write Anything Agency. Having a yokai testify in court is unprecedented, to say the least. Tenma Taro, the yokai you seek. How can such a straight-laced man like Mr. Tenma suddenly become a demon? Yeah, it's strange. Even worse, Prosecutor Blackwell's playing along. I can't even think straight anymore. I need to go out for a run. See you in a bit. Wait, what about the investigation? Back? Whoa, Trucy, welcome back. Oh, you're in your stage outfit. Back from work? Yep, I really nailed this new magic trick I've been working on. I also heard about those tricks that were conjured up in court earlier today. You know, the demon out of nowhere trick and Polly's tightrope style defense tech? I was seriously considering a disappearing act of my own after all that craziness. Anyway, our next trick is to find a suspect other than the mayor. I know the killer must have used the air duct to their escape. And whoever did that was the Tenma Taro and Mr. Filch and Jenks he saw. Right. Maybe there's some evidence in the air duct. The real fight starts right now. Hey, before you go, let me make the evidence you no longer need disappear. 3, 2, 1, ta-da! Unnecessary evidence has disappeared into Trucy's magic panties. I wonder where all that stuff goes. Okay, let's get over to seeing the crime. Vámonos, Apollo. Vámonos. Vámonos. No. April 18, Cuby Manor, Fox Chamber. Detective Fulbright, mind if we search the air duct? Well, since you really are on the side of justice, I suppose I can let you. Plus, my own sense of justice has been called into doubt, so, I wonder if he's been like this ever since the trial. Well, his sense of justice has been beaten to a pulp. It'll probably take a while for him to recover. I sort of feel bad for him, but we have work to do. Well, let's go get the evidence we need. The air duct is the key. We know the Tenma Taro impersonator used it to make an escape. After murdering the alderman, the killer left the Fox chamber through the hallway door. Then, after locking the door from the outside, the killer entered the air duct in the hallway. We haven't seen the hallway yet in person, just in diagram. Finally, the killer dropped the key into the Fox chamber through the air vent here. Which is a weird thing to do, mind you. And went back through the duct and fled the manor. That's how the illusion of no one entering or leaving the locked room was created. If a killer passed through the air duct, maybe we'll find some evidence there. Yeah, maybe some black feathers or something like that. Well, here's our vent. It's awfully high up. Don't worry, I brought a stepladder. Happy hunting. Is it a stepladder? How nice of her to volunteer me for the job. Whoa, it's pitch black in here. Well, here goes nothing. You mean here comes justice? There's a thick layer of dust in here. I don't get it. Find anything? Yikes! Apollo, what happened? You're covered in dust. Yeah, dust. Lots of dust. So what'd you find? You know how dust collects on something when nobody uses it for a long time? Yeah, like Mr. Wright's desk back at the office. Right. You think it'd be possible to crawl over that sort of dust without leaving a trail? I seriously doubt it. Wait, you're not suggesting... No one's gone through that duct lately? Kinda looks that way. And if it's true, Mayor and if it's true, Mayor Tenma's gonna be fingered as a killer. But... if we don't turn things around quickly... In justice we trust! Sorry, Mr. Justice, but it seems your justice was not the most just after all. It is my sense of justice that has prevailed. Detective Fulbright sure seems chipper all of a sudden. And I'm back to my old devastated self. Oh, come on, where's that never say die spirit? Bring it on, Mr. Lawyer Man, bring it on. Let me suffer in peace. Justice prevails once more. He's not over yet. Besides, kicking someone when they're down's what bad guys do. You're calling me a bad guy? Me, Bobby Fulbright, champion of justice? Then how about some information on the investigation? We need some help here. Information about the investigation? All right, but I won't have you call me a bad guy ever again. Understood? We did it, Apollo. Yeah, but how long can we keep this up? I mean, I noticed that it's still sparkling over there. That statue. Or whatever's behind that statue, because again, the sparkle is not on touching the statue itself. Ugh. Alright, tell me about the investigation. I can't believe Prosecutor Blackwell would stoop that low. I mean, pinning the blame on a yokai? He really wants a conviction at all costs. She could give a yokai for a run for its money when she's mad. Yes, well... Oop. I have him writing a self-reflective essay as we speak. I doubt that'll teach him anything. Yeah, he'll probably just write "daughter" 1,000 times. That whole yokai business is most likely a ploy to win a conviction. Truth is, Prosecutor Blackwell believes Jinxie Tenma planted that yokai stuff. Planted it in an effort to protect her father, the real killer. Yeah, right. I'd like to see him prove it. Whoa, calm down. He didn't have any direct evidence, but we did find this. It was at the base of the cliff just outside Kirby Manor. Well, that would be good to know about. That's the Jingle Jangle. Wait, That isn't the staff Tenmataro was supposedly carrying, is it? Yeah. The jingle jangle. The one and only. Miss Tenma no doubt tossed it over the cliff when she was done. No way. Well, what about Prince? You're saying he was complicit too? Nope, no Prince. But if she was wearing a costume, there wouldn't be any anyway. Well, Prince or no Prince, it's not going to work in our favor. Sounds like a staff might have belonged to the mansion. But if that's the case, then where in the mansion did Tenmataro get it from? The Amazing Ninetales. Did Prosecutor Blackwell figure out that the victim was the Amazing Ninetales? He did indeed. He's a sharp one, all right. He figured it out while investigating the municipal murder and the victim's past. The Amazing Ninetales sparked the yokai craze and worked against the merger. And Mayor Damien Tenma is the corrupt politician who murdered that great hero. The Amazing Ninetales' fans are so angry they even try to storm the detention center. I don't blame them. I mean, their favorite masked wrestling hero was murdered. They must have been shocked when they found out what happened. Speaking of which, isn't Jinxie also a fan of the Amazing Ninetales? A wrestler's mask is more precious than his own life. He'd never unmask himself in front of others. But there are matches where wrestlers battle for the right to remove each other's masks. To have your mask torn off is the worst humiliation a wrestler could suffer. That's why their masks are more important to them than life itself. She spoke with a passion that only a fan could appreciate. We ought to become fans ourselves and go protest in front of the prison. Yes. What? No. Did you forget that Mayor Tenma is not only Jinxie's father, but our client? I mean, we can go protest prisons generally. Oh, yeah. You be careful now. You're defending the most hated mayor in history. I just hope you don't find yourself on the wrong end of a figure-4 leg lock. Maybe I should wear a mask to hide my identity. Are there any other new developments we should know? Now that you mention it, our suspect is suffering partial memory loss, but he did manage to remember something. He did? What did he say? He said he was Tenmataro, the yokai. He said he didn't want to speak with us. His exact words are, "I am under no obligation to speak with you mortals." And other things of that nature. I wonder what Mayor Tenma remembered. Too bad you can't go ask him now, because Prosecutor Blackwell's busy questioning him. I know, but why don't you wait down at the playground with the rest of the kids? What now, Paula? About regrouping back at the agency. Good idea. We might get some words of wisdom out of Mr. Wright while we're there. Okay, nothing more to say. Some of my evidence has been taken. Tell me about superstitions. Right, gazing upon him. Threatening letter. Oof. Okay. Move. Yes, we want to move. Alright, now don't we have a, Right, we have a whole little, rethink investigation strategy. Okay. Didn't mean to go to the detention center. Because, especially since we don't get to talk to the guy. April 18, Write Anything Agency. Maybe I'll go read over some past cases. And I'll go do some research on exorcisms. Hey, what's with you guys? You seem bummed out. How should I put this? It's like we're at the edge of the cliff, and the only way's down. In other words, business as usual, right? Yeah, I suppose so. Except this time it's like we're bound and gagged, too. Don't forget blindfolded with our ears plugged up. Ooh, and monsters at every turn, huh? Sounds rough. Hey, Apollo. Oh, and Athena's here, too. Who said that? Question Bucks. Mr. Right. I know what his voice sounds like. You don't have to question mark him. How goes the investigation? Apollo? Athena? I think it's safe to say that things have gotten hairier than before. Oh, really? What happened? Our defense. I was watching the two of you this morning from the gallery. That was one tough day in court, to say the least. I know, I've never had to defend a yokai before. That business about the locked room was another major hurdle. Yeah, and on top of that, Jinxie was accused of being an accomplice. But at least you figured out how someone could have escaped that locked room. Yeah, well, we just found out that our reasoning might be a tad flawed. Oh, really? Well, that's bad news. How are we gonna get out of this one? The worst of times are when lawyers have to force their biggest smiles. Force? A smile? Yeah, my mentor taught me that back when I was still learning the trade. She also taught me to return to the basics whenever I got stuck. Return to the basics? That's right. Always believe in your client no matter what happens. That is a lawyer's greatest and most trusted weapon. The basics. Always believe in your client, huh? So our client really is the yokai? Of course. You and Athena. So, Mr. Wright, how long have you known Athena? I met her during a trip to Europe. Huh? You were in Europe? I heard about this before. Yeah, I went there a few times to study the various legal systems over there. Oh, okay. Wait a minute. I thought you worked as a pianist after you quit practicing law. I did, but an old friend of mine needed help with some legal work from time to time, so... Oh, I guess you were never very far from the courtroom then. It was like fate brought us together. It's thanks to Mr. Wright that I became a lawyer at all. I knew she was lawyer material from the moment I met her, and I had high hopes for her ability to analyze people's emotions. Oh, it's nothing special. Maybe I've underestimated that analytical psychology of hers. It's just, I thought that if my special ability could help defend innocent people, then I'd do anything in my power to bring it to courtroom. That's when I really start hitting the books hard. I'm still amazed she actually became a lawyer. And at the tender age of 18, no less. Wow, that's almost superhuman. Or personal, like she's trying to help somebody she knows. Alright, I'm totally pumped up after talking to you, Mr. Wright. It's like you said, the worst of times are when lawyers have to force their biggest smiles. And don't forget to return to the basics whenever you get stuck. Keep believing in my client. Right. Mr. Wright? Yes? I'm gonna go visit our client again. I think that's a good idea. Alright, time to see what's new down at the detention center. Oh boy. April 18, detention center, visitor's room. So it is. Mayor Tenma, we want to talk to you about something. Excuse me. Hey. So my minions have returned. Apollo, he still thinks he's a yokai. I wonder if we'll ever be able to talk to Mayor Tenma again. Silence, peddler of the legal trade. Free me from these imprisoning walls with great haste. Wow, he's sounding more and more like a real demon with every sentence. I'm starting to wonder if we should even be helping him win his freedom. Still, we can't let Mayor Tenma stay possessed, you know what I mean? If you can clear me of these charges, I shall help in whatever manner I may. Now, ask of me what you will. I suppose it's worth a shot. Feathers and tracks. Were those feathers and tracks at the scene of the crime really you're doing? Indeed. The remnants of Tenma Taro, king of the underworld, they be. The day when I once again dominate the mortal world is at hand. The prosecution claims the feathers and tracks are planted by Jinxie. What's this? I must breach these walls and go defend my little Jinxie at once. Huh? Mayor Tenma, is that you? Well now, Damien appears to still reside within this body. But I should have expected as much from a descendant of mine. Be silent, now, Damien. I guess a little thing like demonic possession won't stop a father's love for his daughter. You didn't kill Alderman Cuby, did you? I have killed no one. The remnants of my presence have been misconstrued. The murderer is not I. For if I had slain that mortal, raging hellfire would have consumed him, leaving naught but ash. Yikes. So you're saying there must have been somebody else there? Come to think of it, the mayor had mentioned that he'd been clubbed with this statue. I'd better ask about this too. What you remembered, and then ask about the statue. Detective Fulbright mentioned that you might have something new to tell me. Indeed I have. I regurgitated this key but a short while ago. Oh, good heck. Behold, the key to the forbidden chamber. Whoa, is regurgitation on your demonic powers too? Bah! I do not waste my powers on such parlor tricks. Take the key from the killer did Damien, whereupon he swallowed it. He sought to bar the killer entry to the forbidden chamber. So, he wanted to keep it shut tight. But no fingerprints shall you find upon that key. How do you know that? Wait, is that another one of your demonic powers then? Foolish mortal! You would have me, Tenma Taro, act as some asinine alchemist? I but asked the jailer and my will was done. Quite eagerly, I must add. Always an honor to serve, your malevolence. Guess I'm not the only one he scares the living daylights out of. Can we ask how you use this key? We couldn't find a keyhole anywhere in or around the door. Curse that infernal door. But if I had known its manner of opening, long, long ago would I have made my return. He has a point there. Maybe Jinxie knows something about how the whole thing works. Forbidden Chamber key added to the court record. What, might I ask, is that? His statue was found at the scene. Someone hit Mayor Tenma over the head with it. It had been wrapped in a large cloth before the alderman's murder. Let me see whether Damien knows about such a thing. Yes. Something wrapped in just such a cloth does he recall. A secret gift from Alderman Cuby, it would seem. He, however, had not had chance to see it till now, for the cloth did conceal it. Maybe the cloth fell off or was removed after the mayor was struck? Of that, Damien does not know. A secret gift? Interesting. Maybe Jinxie knows something about it. I should question him about the blackmail letter, too. Let's see what he says when I show it to him. Why, this is that accursed blackmail letter that was sent to Damien. Apparently somebody slipped it into the alderman's pocket. We believe someone, probably the killer, stole it from Mayor Tenma's briefcase. You wouldn't happen to know anything about that, would you? You have questions, do you? Very well. Ask away, mortal. Alright, blackmail letter. Oh. I might just make it a short stream. Who placed this in the alderman's pocket? Very few were they who knew the letter was in Damien's briefcase. So, whoever knew about the blackmail letter being in the mayor's briefcase is a potential suspect in his theft and placement in the alderman's pocket. Could it have been his doing? Mr. Mayor? Mr. Taro? Did you just remember something? Indeed, I did. There was but one other who knew of that letter. Damien's aide, Florent LaBelle. Full knowledge that briefcase's contents did that aide possess. Then he may be the blackmailer and the murderer we're looking for. That is preposterous. He's a most trusted advisor. He would never betray Damien. Yeah, that never happens. Seems like Mayor Tenma's a bit too trusting of those around him. Still, this is huge. And we know who might have slipped that blackmail letter in the alderman's pocket. Look out, Florent LaBelle. Here comes justice. Let's go find Mr. LaBelle and rake him over the coals. Thanks for the help. You just given us a major lead. Blackmail letter updated in the court record. The threatening letter sent to the mayor. It's highly likely that it was LaBelle who took it from the mayor's briefcase. There's something still bothers me. If Mr. LaBelle's the killer, what could have motivated him to open the Forbidden Chamber? We should probably search it for clues. Only one problem. How do you open a locked door? It doesn't have a keyhole. Let's go talk to Jinxie. Maybe she can help. Oh no, we're going to open the forbidden door? I mean, if you insist. Ask. Oh, good heck. Okay, blackmail letter to LaBelle, Fox and Demon statue to Jinxie, as Jinxie had opened the Forbidden Chamber. Cool. So many places to go. Is LaBelle still over here? Nope. Is he in the manor garden? Nope. Is he in Yokai Lane? Yes. April 18, Ninetails Vale, Yokai Lane. Hey, isn't that... Aww. You dare imprison me? Janksy? She's acting really strange. Aww. That loathsome, no-good nine-tailed fox. You shall know the terror that is mine in despair. You shall pay. Oh, you shall pay dearly. All of you. JC, are you alright? Ah! Oh, is that you, Mr. Demon Lawyer? Morning, Jinxie. Morning? Isn't it already past noon? And what am I doing here? Last I remember, I lay down to take a nap back at the manor. Oh no, it must have been the Makura Gaeshi. Makura Gaeshi? Ever wake after a restless night's sleep to find your pillow in an unusual place? Or that you've been sleeping on the floor or in the hallway? Well, it's that yokai's fault. The Makura Gaeshi preys on people while they're asleep. It sounds like you just need to be tucked in really tight, or maybe a snug sleeping bag? Janksy, how come you don't have any charms on your forehead? I don't? Oh, they must have fallen off. Without them, evil things can creep into me. I'd say we had a more than adequate demonstration of that just now. I'd better reapply them. Jinxie, there's something I wanted to ask you. There was something I wanted to tell you, too. I remembered something else. You did? What was it? What do you remember? Jinxie, can you tell us what you remembered? Well, after the trial, I remembered lots of stuff. But there was one thing I thought was really weird. Almost afraid to ask, but here goes. Really? What? It's about the yokai feathers and tracks. They weren't there when I first opened the door. Wait, what? Are you sure? Uh-huh. My memory is crystal clear now. So, you're saying they were left at the crime scene after you found it? This could spell major trouble, Apollo. Why? Because Jinxie's already accused of leaving the feathers and tracks at the scene. If they weren't there when she discovered the crime scene, it'll totally fuel the claim that she fabricated the evidence later on. Jinxie's fuzzy memory of the whole incident is really working against us. Prosecution will probably say she didn't remember planting the evidence. Good luck rebutting that. Oh man, this is not good. I sure hope she didn't plant the evidence while she was sleepwalking or something. The Forbidden Chamber. Jinxie, you wouldn't happen to know how to open the Forbidden Chamber, would you? That door doesn't even have a keyhole. Well, it's supposed to have a secret mechanism. They say you have to figure it out before the keyhole will appear. A secret mechanism, really? Uh-huh. It's hidden in the Fox Chamber. But only Alderman Cuby knew what it was and how it worked. The Alderman of Ninetails Vale sure loved his secrets. I mean, it was his job. Apollo, let's go see if we can find that secret mechanism. Whoa, slow down. There's something else I need to ask about. Jinxie, is there only one key to the Forbidden Chamber? Uh-huh. Even the Manor's Master Key won't open it. That's because it's a very special room that must never be opened. I guess that means nobody entered the Forbidden Chamber after the murder. After all, we know Mayor Tenma took the key from the killer and swallowed it, so... So the mayor's efforts to keep the killer out of the Forbidden Chamber were not in vain. Okay, Forbidden Chamber key. The key that the mayor took from the killer and swallowed. There's only one of its kind. I have to read the present screen. Alderman Cuby made that statue. It's a token of goodwill. I think it was meant to be for Ninetails Vale in Tenma Town. Token of goodwill? But the two yokai are fighting. Fighting? Oh, I see what you mean. The cup portion is missing. This statue originally depicted the two yokai holding up a cup in celebration. But it sure doesn't look that way now, does it? Maybe it broke when it was used to hit Mayor Tenma on the head. That would explain it. I guess the only two people who knew what it really looked like were the Alderman and I. Now it's just me, but its symbol of goodwill will be forever etched in my mind. Fox and Demon statue updated in the court record. A token of goodwill made in secret. Jinxie is now the only one who knows what the original looked like. Is there anything else we should know about Jinxie? No, that's about it. Lies. Hold on a second here. Heck. My bracelet, it's reacting. Jinxie, you wouldn't happen to be... Yikes! Eek, a ghost! Oh, Detective Fulbright, what are you doing here? I have business with this young lady, if you must know. Prosecutor Blackwell has asked me to question her. Question me? Sorry, not interested. Are you here to ask about that whole yokai affair? That's right. Specifically, we want to ask... but I can't tell you that, now can I? Oh, come on. Please. We're partners in justice, right? No. Prosecutor Blackwell specifically told me my questions were of the utmost justice. I will not fall for your lies. In justice we trust. Twisted Samurai sure has him on a short leash. So you're not a ghost? Maybe some sort of urban troll then? Now come along, Ms. Tenma, to the station with you. He took her away. It's my chance to see what she was lying about. Well, at least we found out there's a secret mechanism for opening the chamber. Let's go check it out. I just hope they let us in now. April 18, Kiwi Manor, Garden. Oh, what an absolutely fabulous scent! Okay, I completely have no idea where I put his voice and how to reach for it. Oh dear. I mean, I know what it was, but how to reach for it. I'm so glad I had these carnations imported from England. Nothing but the finest will do. Perhaps I should place one aside for our dearly departed alderman. Hey, it's Mr. LaBelle. Apollo, let's ask him about you-know-what. Oh yeah, before we search this fox chamber, we should ask about the blackmail letter. Why, if it isn't the mayor's little gliders, what do you want with me? Oh, something we wanted to ask. I'm sorry, your epaulets are ringing? Where's that ringing coming from? You'll have to excuse me. Oh no. Hello, LaBelle here. What the? Those things on his shoulders are cell phones? Yes, about that you must forgive me. This whole matter with Mayor Tenma has been a complete nightmare. Where do you buy clothes like that? Surprised? This is my own special design. It's the ultimate in functional beauty. Functional beauty? Are you sure about that? It looks a bit unwieldy to me. Ah! You simply don't have an eye for beauty. If having an eye for beauty means looking like this guy, I'd rather be blind. So what do you want with me? Did you see Tenma Taro? Both Jinxie and Mr. Phillips said they saw Tenma Taro. But what about you, Mr. LaBelle? If you were in the foyer, why didn't you see... Ah! Very well, I admit it. That's right, I, Florent LaBelle, saw the demon Tenma Taro. So he did see something. Then why'd you lie about not seeing him? I was simply trying to protect dear little Jinxie. Protect Jinxie? What do you mean? Why, don't tell me you haven't heard that strange little habit of hers. Which one are we talking about? The one where she wanders around, making mischief without knowing what she's doing. Rumor has it she's possessed by Tenma Taro. That one's new to me. Well, there you have it. Anytime you hear about a Tenma Taro sighting, little Jinxie should be your prime suspect. Tell us more about that rumor. Rumor about Jinxie. So, what was that rumor about Jinxie? They say she's possessed. Not all the time, of course. It hits suddenly, and then she starts wandering around doing strange things. Is that so? Though, come to think of it. That loath's no good nine-tailed fox. You shall know the terror that is mine. Spare. I certainly would explain how she was acting earlier. Once, she even put on a Tenma Taro costume and wandered around the woods at night. She did? Aww. wish I'd never asked. Does she remember anything while she's possessed? Unfortunately, no. She doesn't seem to remember a thing during these episodes. Memory loss during possession. Come to think of it, her memory of the murder scene was quite fuzzy. I suppose that, too, was caused by her possession. And maybe... So you do understand. The whole yokai business was entirely of her own making. Now, wait a minute. Oh, yokai evidence wasn't there until after she discovered the crime scene? Did she leave those black feathers and strange tracks there herself? Paulo, let's ask Mayor Tim about Jinxie's episodes next time we talk with him. Okay, then we ask about the letter of blackmail. Using the present option because otherwise no one will have any idea what we're talking about. What is that? It's a blackmail letter, but it wasn't sent to Alderman Cupid. It was sent to Mayor Tenma. And? Your point being? Someone took the letter from the mayor's briefcase and then placed it in the alderman's pocket after he was murdered. Oh, you don't say! You would not be the one who made the switch, would you? After all, you're the only one who knew that the blackmail letter was in his briefcase. So, naturally, you... Perhaps that shot of cologne will make those scales fall from your eyes. Or my eyes fall from their sockets. Is it possible that you would like to frame me as a potential suspect? What would make you raise such an outrageous allegation in the first place? Oh, well... My only crime is being born as beautiful as you see here. In other words, you have nothing. Now, let me show you what to do with this garbage. You can't destroy evidence like that. What do you mean I can't? I just did. Feel a little lighter now? You just won a one-way trip to the top of my most annoying people ever list, buddy. Are we done with your silly questions now? I'm a very busy man, you know. I guess that's it for now. Hello, LaBelle speaking. Really? You wish to carry my new product at your store? Oh, but I'm afraid it's my own private brand. It's not available to the public. What? Then I shouldn't advertise it on TV? But I don't understand. As the embodiment of beauty, it is my duty to announce my good looks to the world. Stop the bus. I'm getting off. Everyone wants my exclusive Je suis LaBelle brand products. It's the crown jewel of my collection, born of my long, relentless pursuit of beauty. But now that it's become so popular, it's been an absolute nightmare. You don't say. Well, they can't have it. It's just for me. It's not meant for you peasants. Peasants? This is my latest product. I'm calling Couleur Me La Belle. A dazzling hair color that you can wash out with just water. I guess that means you can't sweat? I have 7 colors in all. You can find out more in my commercials and magazine ads. Yeah, it's not available to the public. Great sales strategy there, genius. Come think of it, Mr. LaBelle. Your hair color's changed since the last time we met. The little lady has quite a discerning eye. Here's a little sample, considered a gift for one who truly appreciates beauty. Oh, Paulo, what should I do? Better take it before you get a face full of cologne. Good point. Wow, thanks, Mr. LaBelle. Alright, Couleur mais LaBelle, added the court record. Hair color that washes out with water. It's Florent LaBelle's own brand and isn't available to the general public. Okay, let's head over to the Fox Chamber. We still gotta find the secret mechanism for opening the Forbidden Chamber. Alright. Wanna guess you have nothing more to say. Okay. On feet to the Chamber of Fluxes. April 18, QB Manor, Fox Chamber. Okay, let's find that secret mechanism for opening the Forbidden Chamber. Oh, so excited. I can't wait to see how it works. Do you really think the killer entered the Forbidden Chamber? Oh, we'll just have to open it and find out. Releasing the ancient evil that has been lying there undisturbed for thousands of years. We should also see if there's anywhere the killer could have hidden his room. Like behind the giant screen. Again. Okay, let's get started. Apúrate, Apollo, apúrate. Okay. Alright, so time to begin the examinationings. I mean, I'm going to continue to be distressed by this sparkle, which still is only that. Oh, is that sparkling where the cup used to be? That is even more disturbing as a source for the sparkle. This statue originally depicted the two yokai holding up a cup in a gesture of goodwill. Maybe Alderman Kiwi was planning on smoothing things over with Mayor Temma. He was murdered instead by somebody who intervened. The mayor was only pursuing the municipal merger because he'd been blackmailed. Who knows? If this murder hadn't occurred, maybe they could have come up with a solution. Tanuki! Doesn't this Tanuki statue remind you of the manor's caretaker, Phineas Filch? This raccoon-looking thing? Yeah, it does look like it. Oh, I just got the best idea. We should knock it over. Might transform back into Mr. Filch. Mr. Filch is mischievous, but he's not magic, you know. Way to waste a brilliant idea, Paulo. Two foxes standing back to back are depicted on this elegant folding screen. Could this have something to do with the keyhole? Wait a minute. Two foxes. There are two fox statues in front of the Forbidden Chamber as well. Maybe the keyhole will appear if we do something to this folding screen. But I don't see anything unusual about it. Maybe you have to fold it up just right. Well, it does have two foxes on it. There are two fox statues in front of the door. And maybe there's a clue somewhere in this room. Maybe even in those fox statues you've been harping on about. Let's turn the whole place upside down. She's as excited as a kid in a candy store. Let's look at the actual lock. Still no keyhole, huh? Yeah, and the door won't budge, just like those spacket bangs of yours. Well, all it takes is some water, but I don't think that would work on the door. Oh, I know. I'll break it down with a body slam. I seriously doubt you could do that. How do you know if I ain't even tried? No, wait, don't. As much as you hate losing, Athena, I think the door would win this match. Let's check the... Can I check that? Paulo, didn't look like there's any particular interest in here. What are you talking about? I'm not allowed to consider it interesting, this discarded shenanigan. Alright, fox statue. Let's search for your keyhole. There's a carving of the nine-tailed fox over the door, and statues on either side. The way those two statues are glaring, it's like they're guarding the door from us. Come to think of it, there are two foxes on the folding screen as well. Yeah, we heard about that. Can't be a coincidence, can it? Two? Imagine having to explain two. Hey, this statue moves! Don't get carried away now. I mean, who knows, it might trigger a trap. I can handle it. If a spear comes shooting my way, I'll snatch it out of the air. After all, I have the reflexes of a regular Karate Kid. Guess if you can catch something that fast out of midair, you can accomplish it. Still, there might be something to the fact that these fox statues rotate. Maybe there's something around here that shows the position they should be in. Oh, hint, hint, hint. Okay, so... Of course, green is a thing. We've already examined it though, so we won't be allowed to examine it again. This picture of a fox is a thing. Distressing sparkle is a thing. Okay, so if they need to be rotated a certain way, good heck. Let's take a look at the things we haven't re-looked at. Hydrate? Yeah, I could do that. Wow, here's a pricey looking chair. Thank you, Dogai Dragon. Thank Dragon. Apparently the mayor was found drugged and unconscious in it. Really? You know this? Yeah, and when he came to, he was arrested for murder. Talk about your rude awakenings. So, he's the prime suspect in a crime he knows nothing about? That stinks. Oh, poor Mr. Tenma. He must be feeling so scared and confused. Apollo, it's up to us to save him. It's like she's on her own emotional roller coaster. It's like, we know the problem with that is bark, bark, bark. I don't think we'll find anything else on this chair. Maybe the killer hid under this table. That'd be a terrible hiding place. The alderman's body would have been right above? Maybe you're right. Guess the underside is a bit, Wait, there's something under the table. Let's check it out. Ooh! Ah, the bull! Hey, look. There's something down here. Looks like a piece of something. Only question is, a piece of what? Oh, I know. It might be a piece of this statue. Remember what Jinxie said? The statue originally depicted two yokai holding up a cup. It was a symbol of goodwill. So, this piece broke off and rolled on her table? Okay. Fox and demon statue updated in the court record. Token of goodwill made in secret. Jinxie is now the only one who knows what the original looked like. Besides anyone who, tries putting those two pieces together. Well, can't think of anywhere else to look. You find anything, Apollo? We'll never find the keyhole of the Forbidden Chamber at this rate. There's something about that folding screen. Alright, we look at the back of it. You know those fox statues in front of the Forbidden Chamber move? That screen might be a clue as to how we're positioning them or something. Hey, I bet you're right. Let's go over that screen with a fine-tooth comb. A honeycomb? Nothing much to see on this side. Maybe I should go check the other side? Oh, okay. So these guys, there's an art piece that apparently corresponds to the gate. The fellas are facing in towards the door on both sides. On closer inspection, I think there's more to this screen than meets the eye. Let's check every last inch of it. No need. I can rotate the folding screen with the right stick. And if I spot anything of interest, I can press A on it to inspect it further. You can also zoom in and out with X and B to get a better look. Now let's check every last inch of it. Well, you're gonna heck with the actual? I tried to look at this and like, no, it doesn't look important. It's right there. Park. What's this? Looks like a keyhole or something. You think it'd be a keyhole of Forbidden Chamber? No, it's just a picture. Still, you know what they say. Picture's worth 1,000 words. Okay, and then we have the images of the key on either side here. So basically needs to be squinched together. It's a picture of a key. That shape looks awfully familiar. Oh, I know. It's shaped like the Forbidden Chamber's key. Huh. Wait, what about that keyhole drawn on the center of the screen? You think the two are related? Yeah. A key and a keyhole? Oh, I just got an idea. If we fold the screen up just right, key and keyhole should overlap. Hey, I think you're right. Let's give it a try. Boom. Yeah. If only we could tell that by looking at it. Look, a door. Yeah, and it's open too. Two foxes are now facing each other, so... Hey, what if we made those fox statues face each other? Paulo, let's go check out the two statues. Okay, help me move the two statues so they face each other, just like on the screen. Two halves of a door make, gasp, a door. Look, a lock appeared. Now I can use that key. Okay, here goes nothing. You mean, here comes justice. Oh, we're unsealing the ancient evil. It worked. Time to see why this chamber's so forbidden. They've been telling you since the beginning. Why didn't you listen? Now the ancient yokai have come to block the earth and destroy everyone who lives in Ninetales Vale. What secrets could it hold, I wonder? April 18, QB Manor. Forbidden Chamber. Okay, before I hit this button, I'm going to refill my beverage because A, I require beverage, and B, I'm on the edge of feeling ill and therefore further require beverage. And can't just shrug it off saying, wait 50 minutes. That's not going to work. Like... Walk it off. Okay. Seen walk it off used as an ability in an RPG that way. That's a rather forceful healing spell. It's like, what? You're a zombie now? Go walk it off. Anyway. Okay, I need to drink a bit more than that. Oh. Creak! Thud! Oh no. These doors need some serious oil. Ah! That was like nails on a chalkboard. Ah! Oops. That was like nails on a chalkboard. Oh, right. Forgot about those super good ears of yours. Oh, no. Hair dye. Look, more feathers. Oh, no. Why does he have the spear? The only surviving evidence shows he didn't have one. What the heck is that? Here hath Tenmataro. Bark. Anyway, what the heck is that? Is that a Tenmataro statue? But there's something odd about it. All I know is I don't like him. I can't explain why. You okay, Athena? You look kind of pale. You're not scared, are you? What, this thing? Don't make me laugh. Really? Hey, look. What? What is it? Over there on the left, there's a bunch of staves on that rack. Lots of staves. Well, they kind of look like the staff we saw earlier. Except one's missing. You mean the one Jinxie said she saw Tenmataro carrying? Yeah, I bet our Tenmataro impersonator really did come in here at some point. Well, what are we waiting for? Let's search the place. Okay, obvious things first. Hair dye and feathers of a different color. What's this? Whatever it is, the packaging is really gaudy. And the fact there's no dust on it means it hasn't been here very long. Man, if only it said on the front, literally, I am LaBelle. Oh, it's hand cream. Yeah, I guess it is hand cream this time, not hair dye. Still, Athena, who studied in Europe and throws around different languages like Spanish, French, and German, should know this. Let's see what brand it is. Je suis LaBelle. LaBelle? What the? But then, wouldn't that mean Mr. LaBelle was here? I guess so, but why? Well, whoever was dressed up like Tenmataro must have taken a staff from here in the Forbidden Chamber. And that same person probably dropped this hand cream at that time? In other words, the Tenmataro impersonator we're looking for is none other than Florent LaBelle. This might be a big break for us in court tomorrow. Now all we have to do is get the truth out of Mayor Tenma. Hand cream added to the court record. An item that was recently dropped in the Forbidden Chamber. It bears the Je suis LaBelle logo. Je suis LaBelle. Couleur LaBelle. So terrible. Why does he look like Rose Card? Okay, that's not quite it either. It's been too long since I played that game, heck. Alright, here hath Tenmataro been imprisoned. Looks like a gravestone or something. It reads, here lies Tenmataro, age 80. What? Cause of death, choked on a chicken bone. Say it ain't so. Besides, that sounds more like an autopsy report than an epitaph, if you ask me. Wait, you're joking around because you're scared. It's your coping mechanism. I'm not scared. Freak out Central, right here, baby. Cut it out, Ouija. Denial is strong in this one. Okay, it actually says here had Tenmataro been imprisoned. Okay, feathers. Feathers in the nethers. Oh no. Black feathers. They look exactly like the ones in the fox chamber. No, they don't. They're brown. Well, that means the killer must have been in here at some point. Question is, why? Maybe the Tenmataro costume was hidden in here? I mean, if someone carried it through the manor, it would have stuck out like a sore thumb. When the killer get in here, I see a vent up there in the upper right corner. The mayor snatched Forbidden Chamber key when the killer hit him on the head. That means the killer could have only gotten in here before the murder. Wow, this is one tough riddle, all right. Again, if there was only some kind of... Oh, look, there's an air vent here, too. I guess even Forbidden Chambers need proper ventilation. What happened? Back. How are you going to store an ancient demon in a room with a literal... Back. Well, I don't think anyone can reach this one either. Yeah, and there's nothing to stand on around here, except literally the grave of the guy. I wonder where this vent leads. Well, Fox Chambers vent didn't branch this way, so, maybe it doesn't have anything to do with this case after all. Yeah, right. Nothing to do with the case. Alright, this is the fire extinguisher. Looks like an old scroll. There's something drawn on it. Oh. Unless I'm mistaken, looks like an old guy. Some sort of monk, maybe? The ancestors of Kyubi and Taro? Or Tenma? A monk? What are you talking about? You know, people that take walks in the mountains as a form of spiritual training. Wouldn't that just be a hacker? The guy in this picture doesn't look like he's doing it for fun, Athena. Oh, look, there's some yellow thing strapped to his back. It must smell pretty bad. Whoa, it's turning into Tenmataro. What's this scroll getting at? Is this how Tenmataro was born? Well, whatever it is, it's definitely creepy. So, was Tenmataro already here when Kyubi and Tenma were? I mean, like, already released and already imprisoned and released once by them? Whoa, that's one big statue. Must be something like 15 feet tall. And look, this Tenmataro has a staff. But the Tenmataro in the scroll didn't have one. Huh. I wonder why. I feel like this could be significant, but why? Well, it means that any person who thought that Tenmataro had a staff is someone who has been in this room. Or someone who has communicated with someone who's been in this room, but we have superstitions saying that you don't, the first rule of Tenmataro Club is you don't talk about Tenmataro Club. Let's take a closer look. First, to go around this table here. Apollo, you sure that's a good idea? Hey, looks like there's some sort of compartment at the base of the statue. Don't open it! Who knows what might be in there? It's just a big empty compartment. And from all the dust and cobwebs, I'd say it hasn't been open in a really long time. That's enough, Apollo. Let's shut it and... Wait, there is something in here. Smell a yellow rock? Run! Oh no. Looks like some sort of figure. But it's so dusty I can't tell what it's supposed to be. It's a goblin collecting food. Just feed the statue of Tenmataro. Presumably cold to keep fires inside it burning and making it look really ominous. I wonder what it's doing here. Forbidden Chamber figure added to the court record. A figure that had been left inside the Tenmataro statue. A thick layer of dust and dirt suggested it had been there for some time. Giant staff. Staves. Hey, there's a bunch of staves here, and it looks like one's missing. The Tenmataro Jinxie saw must have taken it. I'd have to agree. These look like the one to take to Fulbright showed us. Why do you think there's so many here? Maybe they're spares. Tenmataro might be, absent-minded or something. But the fact that he has spare staves handy, well, shows that he's aware of his faults and is trying to deal with them. Or at least that's my take on it. See, that's true. If you have, some kind of problem in your life you need to deal with, like you keep losing something or whatever, you can take steps to fix it. If you keep losing your cable, you can have extra cables you put in different places. If you... or you can find special ways to bind them in place where they're supposed to remain. Think about it. 5 minutes before you give up. Continue to... Or at least that's my take on it. Maybe this is a reminder to deal with your own faults. But I won't hold my breath. Guess that about wraps it up. What now? We should probably talk to some of the witnesses again. You mean like Mr. Filch? Jinxie? Yeah, I really want to ask Mr. Filch about the village superstitions in Tenmataro. Anything else to examine? I've already searched here. Wow, so mean. I mean, I get it. I still want to see things. Stone lantern. Like those Japanese garden lamps? Where's the switch? Lamps like these are lit by fire, not electricity, so there's no switch. Oh, here it is. What? He was hidden out of sight. I see Tenmataro's cells, but outfitted with all the amenities a yokai could want. Imagine not seeing that. Yeah. Apollo just being like, oh yeah, we've seen everything here. Oh yeah, there's this forbidden passage, which is meant to seal this ancient evil in, has had everyone in here, from HVAC crew to electricians and... Okay. Let's get out of here. Oh. Okay, what's our current? We're gonna look for, witnesses. April 18th, QB Manor. Foyer. It's the curse of Tenmataro. Hey! You outsiders are ignoring them superstitions at our peril. Mind your own business, will ya? Youch! What's all this about a curse? Tenmataro's gonna curse us all unless you stop sticking your nose where it don't belong. Stop the investigation. Listen to what them superstitions say. Right, how about obeying the law before you go obeying the superstitions? Huh? Hey, what are you doing with Ouija around your neck? He's mad. You know better than go around stealing people's stuff like that. Same goes for my bracelet. Sorry. I promise I wouldn't do it again. Except you've already made that promise. Hey, you almost kidnapped my sweet little Ouija. The big jerk. I'm sorry. I guess you can't teach an old raccoon dog new tricks. As long as we have him here, I guess we should ask him about what happened. Stealing. I can't believe you did that. It's one thing to steal a pair of shoes, but steal a widget. Grr. Yes. Mercy. I can't seem to control myself. It's that thieving blood running in my veins. Thieving blood? What's that supposed to mean? Glad you asked. The infamous bandit Suzuki Koza was my grandpappy. Take a gander at this. What exactly am I looking at? Looks like another one of those yokai to me. We picked up the bark. I will show him the thing, because it's none other than Zuki Kozo. I robbed from the rich to give to the poor, he did. And he'd live all these figures in the scene of the crime. What's more, I'm his grandson, because he was my grandpappy. I don't say. The thieves' honor, it's the honest truth. The sloshing sound of Zuki beans scraping together in the dead of night. It's the metal sound of dirty money getting washed clean for giving out to the poor. I'm a Zuki Kozo, washer of money, giver up of wealth reborn. Forget the money. You should be washing yourself with this nasty habit. Wait a second. This figure looks familiar. Yeah? Yes, it looks just like that old dusty figure we found in the Forbidden Chamber. I'm sure he'll react really well if he finds out we've been in there. Forbidden Chamber figure updated in the court record. A figure discovered inside the Tenmataro statue. Apparently it's something a certain thief leaves at the scene of a theft. Oh ho! Ha ha ha! Smelly yellow rock. Hey, what are you doing with that figure? Oh, this? We found it in the Forbidden Chamber. Looks like he'd been there practically forever. Oh, could mean my grandpappy broke into the Forbidden Chamber way back. Hey, that reminds me, he once taught me there's treasure in that there chamber. Or, there was. Treasure? Okay. I think after talking to this guy, we'll call it for the night because bark. Forbidden Chamber treasure. What do you know about the treasure in the Forbidden Chamber? Only there's the greatest get-rich-quick chance in the universe. Grandpappy told me all about it, so there's an amazing treasure there. There's something amazing in there? I didn't see anything like that, though. Hydrate. Okay. Alright. Your grandfather didn't, by chance, already steal it, did he? Seeing how there was one of his figures in there, that just might be. That's Grandpappy for you. But he washed that treasure up real good before handing it out to the poor. Oh, of course, 'cause he was so righteous. Tenmataro sighting. In court, you mentioned seeing Tenmataro near the scene of the crime. Well, sorry I didn't come clean right away, but them superstitions got the better of me. The people of Ninetales Vale sure seem like a superstitious bunch. I'm not surprised you wouldn't want to talk about seeing Tenmataro. Darn right, them superstitions scare me out of my wits, I tell you. And that's why I'm going to do exactly what they say from now on. So, you plan on staying here in Ninetales Vale? Yep, I'm gonna keep living here, right here, and keep with the old ways just like our Grandpappy did. Them superstitions are like a rulebook to me. Wait, so you're saying you actually believe in those old wives' tales? Okay, listen, you've been through the things that you have been through. Yeah. Ain't you been listening to what I said? You're gonna do exactly what them superstitions say? Well, I say that's baloney. Yeah, because one, he did tell us.
Apollo, you used magic to read people's hearts.
Yeah, and it's like, Phoenix has had entire cases dealing with possession and such. Do not gaze upon Tenmataro. Do not tell others if you see him. Ignoring the superstitions will cause to your soul. There's however one way to save it. Your immediate departure from the village. Freeing him will bring ruin upon the village. So first off, he's already told people he's seen Tenmataro, I think. So he has to leave.
Take that!
It's clearly written right here. Ignoring the superstitions will cost you your soul. There is, however, one way to save it. Your immediate departure from the village. So, according to this, you shouldn't even be here, let alone talking to us. Let him be like, you know, yeah, I left town, I went to the court, and then I came back. No one said I had to stay out. You said you plan on staying right here in Ninetail's Vales. But if you really believed in the superstitions, you would have been long gone by now. What? I know you've been lying to me. Time to come clean, Mr. Filch. Yipes! Tenmataro sighting. You were lying about believing in the superstition, weren't you? Sorry, but I didn't have no choice. So, what was the real reason you couldn't talk about seeing Tenmataro? It's all that pretty boy's fault, Mr. LaBelle, if you know what I mean. He told me not to say a word about seeing Tenmataro. Instead, if I did, he'd do to me what them superstitions said would happen. So, it was Mr. LaBelle who muzzled you. Why would Mr. LaBelle want to scare you into silence? Mr. LaBelle was trying to protect that little maid gal. It was on account of that rumor, the one about her being possessed. That rumor again. I guess we really do have to talk to Mayor Tedman about the possession rumor. Ouch. Hey, watch it. Village superstitions stolen by Phineas Filch. I'll be taking this back now. Kind of like family to me. You could have just asked instead of stealing it. Was that all we wanted to ask, Mr. Filch? Yeah, I think that was it. Let's go see, quote-unquote, Mr. Tenmataro one more time. Just thinking about dealing with that yokai again makes you want to say pass. Alright, buddy. I'll take this opportunity to head for the night because I need a little bit of extra sleep time so that I do not succumb to illness. I mean, it might happen anyway, but we're going to do what we can.